Hi, my name's Evan, and I just want to ask you guys a question. Raise your hands up really, really high if you've ever had a bad boss. Bad boss, worked with a terrible project manager. Look around you now, okay? So chances are he's probably someone like Bill Lumberg. We've all had a boss like this guy. But what do we do when we have a boss like him? Well, we whine, we complain, we blame our failures on them because that's easy. But we never really ask ourselves, why on earth do we have so many of them? It's really remarkable. You saw here, everybody here has had a bad manager at some point in time. There are so many of them out there, and we need to figure out exactly why that is. Now, I'm going to blame it on one thing. I think that it's something called the promotion. See, we promote people because they're good at what they do now, and they might be good at what they do tomorrow. So technically, every single manager became a manager because they were good at what they were doing before they were a manager. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Kind of like this guy, maybe new to management, probably knows his job, probably knows the people that he's working with, but he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to lead them and how to actually get results out of it. So he's reached what we like to call that point where you get to, it's called the level of incompetence. Fortunately for most of us, it's temporary. For some, not so much. But what we do when we get there is we just try and grind it out and move forward so we can learn and become better at what we're doing. So we can get to that point where we can be like Jean-Luc Picard, the person that everybody wants to work for, right? Knows when to be firm, knows when to joke around, knows when to be kind, the one that makes you feel like you're a part of the team. These leaders are great because they know how to do a few things. Well, they just know. They know everything. They know what their responsibilities are. They tie their success to the success of their team. They know exactly the people that they're working with and how to get the most out of them. And most importantly, they know where everyone that they work with is in the two-dimensional world of skill and will. It seems really basic, but it's really hard to do. Basically, we have 4 different kinds of people. The first people, you have very low skill and very low will. They need to be told what to do, when to do it, why to do it, how to do it. You need to dangle a carrot in front of them so they can chase after it and get it done, because they need to be directed. Then eventually they learn what they're doing, and you can actually bring them up to the high skill, low will spot, and all you have to do is motivate them, show them why they need to do what they do. Then eventually you get to these people that are very dangerous, the people with very high will but very low will. They have no idea what they're doing, but they're trying really hard. And a good leader knows that they need to be behind them, to coach them, to catch them when they fall and catch their mistakes, so they can move them up to the level where they become a high will, high skilled person that we can delegate a problem to. So I can say, here's the problem, here's the framework, go fix it, and it gets done. Now, the problem is there's 4 different types of people here, and this is just very basic. Good leaders need to be able to wear different hats at all times. Unlike Michael here, a good leader knows that they don't always need to wear the captain's hat. That sometimes they need to switch them up when the need calls, because there's different kinds of people that need different kinds of leaders. And obviously, Michael has no idea what he's doing. Does your boss look like this? Because sometimes mine does. I'm joking, he's a great guy. But what do we do about it? Well, we bitch and moan, and that's really great because it's easy and it's free and it's a lot of fun. But we never really ask ourselves, is this good for the company? We can complain all we want, but it's not really going to do anything. It's not going to fix anything. Your boss isn't going to get fired. Maybe it's time that we, as the people that are following our leaders, step up and help them go through these things. The first thing that we need to remember when we do this is respect. If you want to change your leader into the leader that you need them to be, you need to show that you respect them, because they're not going to lift a finger to change if they don't feel respected. The second thing is you need to know exactly what you need. Put yourself on that skill-will matrix. I think I'm here, my boss thinks I'm here. Identify that gap, and then work with them to help close it so you can get the leader that you need out of them, and they can get the results that you need out of you. And lastly, the most important one, never make your boss feel like an ass. This is a big no-no. We have to remember this isn't a game of who's smarter than who or who's more right. This is a game of getting things accomplished and being more happy. So even if you know you're right, work through it and get them to that answer. At the end of the day, everyone wants to earn their world's best boss mug. No one wants to go home and say, oh, I had a horrible day because I don't know what I'm doing and everyone hates me. All they need is a little bit of help. Now, I'm going to challenge everyone here over the next few days, when you go back to work, try and make your boss into the boss that they need to be so you can take them from someone like this to someone like that. because, well, that's just good for everybody. Thank you.